welcome back to my channel. My name is Ashley and I am the crochet designer slash business strategist here behind A Crafty Concept. In today's video, we are sharing the day 7 of CrochetMAS Instagram live replay. Every day for the first 10 days of December, I'm going live over on Instagram. I'm calling it CrochetMAS 2022, and we are making one of the free crochet patterns off of my blog that would make an excellent Christmas gift or a way for you to market an excellent Christmas gift to your ideal customer. In today's video, we are making the Bitty Boho Bag. I did not use this color in the video, so don't be alarmed that you won't be able to see the yarn. This is just one that I already have on hand. These are so cute and perfect for little girls. They are toddler size, so like 1 to 4-year-olds maybe. They're just pretty small, just for them to hold their most important valuables in it. I'm sorry if it's kind of blurry, but you'll be able to see it better in the replay because I won't be on cinematic mode. Trying to look all cool and trendy here with cinematic mode. I shared everything you're gonna need to make this bag in the replay video. All of the links to all of the things, as always, are down below. If you think I forgot to link something, please let me know. I will add it to the bottom as quick as humanly possible. Thanks for being here. Let's go ahead and switch views and watch the Instagram live replay. Hello friends, welcome to day 7 of CrochetMAS. We have had 6 glorious days so far here together. I have been loving seeing all of your makes, all of your tags, all of the colors you've been using. Seriously, it has been just such a blast. I hope that you are having as much fun as I am having. So far, we have made a Bitty Boho stocking, a crafty facial round, little tiny crochet Christmas lights, Claire cozy, bubble bug, and yesterday we made messy bun beanies, Claire Bun Beanies, my best-selling pattern and finished piece to date. Today we are going to be making Bitty Boho bags. Here's a little sample. Super cute. These are perfect for little girls in your life because they just love having a way to carry their little treasures in. Also, they feel, you know how some little girls they feel so fancy and grown up. Like even when they're 2 years old, you can tell that that's how they feel. These bags help go for that. Also, they get to look like mommy because mommy has a bag and now they have a bag. So it's just really fun all around. So if you've got any little girls in your life, they make a great gift. Or if you sell little girls things in your Etsy shops, they would be a great addition to your shops. And they don't take too long, but we're probably going to be looking at an hour and a half for this live. And I apologize. Next year, I will be more intentional on choosing shorter, faster projects that we can do together. But let's go over a few things very quickly. In today's live, we will be having 4 giveaways. You can enter all 4 giveaways and have a chance to win all 4 giveaways. We will be giving away stickers and PDFs to the Bitty Boho Bag pattern. This is a good deal because the Bitty Boho Bag pattern is a $5 pattern in my Etsy shop because it's an OG, a crafty concept design, and all of my very first patterns were just $5 because they weren't free on my blog yet, but this one is also free on my blog, and we will be looking at that today to make our Bitty Boho bags together. Oh, I'm so glad you're enjoying it, Do More. Thank you. So for the giveaway, these are the rules, and I will plop these on the screen before the first one just to give us a heads up. We are not doing a giveaway right now. We're not doing a giveaway. We're just going over the rules. So 1 guess per giveaway. So there's 4 giveaways, but you just get 1 guess per giveaway, and you choose a number 1 through 126. I have a basket full of numbers. I select one. The person to get the closest without going over is the winner, and Sierra will find you. Don't worry about if people are posting multiple guesses. Sierra will see that. She will go off of their first guess. We don't have to try to police each other because that would just be a headache for everybody, and you don't have to do that. We have already got it under control for you. I will type the word stop in the comments when there will be no more guesses accepted. After I type the word stop, any comments that are guessed after that will not be in that giveaway. Please give grace. Instagram lags and glitches, and we can only go off what we see at the time. We try to keep it fair and fun for all. If you win, please send the following information to ashley@acraftyconcept.com, not my Instagram DMs because it will get lost. Send it to ashley@acraftyconcept.com. Your name, your Instagram handle, what prize you won very specifically. Don't just say I won the PDF. Tell me which PDF you won because my brain is actual poop and I will not know which one you're talking about. And then I need to know where I need to send it, either your physical address if it's a sticker or the email address if it's the PDF. Excellent. I think that is everything that we need to go over for housekeeping purposes, and we can just jump right into the pattern. But I do have a special announcement. This is something that I was able to get together last minute, totally my own fault, because I didn't give them enough time to think about it because it came to my brain last minute, but we were able to make it work. So if you guys have been following me for any sort of time, you know that I use tags on my different products. I use a lot of tags, so faux suede tags, and I also use wooden tags. The wooden tags I get from All This Wood. That's not what the special announcement is about. The special announcement is about these tags, and I get them from Angie and Britt. They have all kinds of different tags, all kinds of different sizes and sayings. They got the fold over tags. They got, like, this one folds over. They have square tags, big square tags, like all kinds of different things. And they have decided to give us a CrochetMAS exclusive. You can use this coupon code, CrochetMAS22, to get $5 off a $25 purchase. This will be good through the end of December. So if you've been wanting to play around with adding tags to your products with your business name or Mama and Minnie, like this, or like Hello or Be Kind, or these ones are like coffee inspired. They go great on the Claire Cozy, or ice cream inspired if you make little ice cream pint cozy things. You can go to angieandbritt.com. Sierra's coming in hot with the coupon code, and use CrochetMAS22 to get $5 off a $25 purchase. This is good through the end of December. I will try to say that again at the end of the video if I can remember. Okay, let's go ahead and grab our yarn. Today I'm going to be using Yarn Bee Soft and Sleek in the color Tobacco. It says tobacco. This Bitty Boho bag is going to be gifted to my new niece. No, she's my cousin. It's my cousin's baby. She's my cousin. But she is just under 1 year old, and I'm going to be making her at the request of her mother, might I add. The mother wants this thing. It's not just me hoping they'll like the handmade thing. She asked me for one. She loves them, and she wants one for her almost 1 year old baby. So that's a good sign. But I'm going to be making it for her in the color Tobacco. It's like a camel color, and I looked at her Instagram, and she wears this color a lot, so I assume she likes this color, and that's the color I'm going to be making the Bitty Boho bag in. So 2 birds, because this is going to take some stress off of my Christmas Christmas gift making list, because I'm doing it here live with you guys today. So fantastic. This one was also made with Yarn Bee Soft and Sleek. This one was made with Dishy Cotton. You can see the size difference. I'm pretty sure I used the same hook for both. Not positive, but pretty sure. But this is just to give you a little idea. I like this size for toddlers. This size is even smaller and is still fine and cute, but I feel like this one is big enough to not be super clunky, but small enough to still be dainty. I mean, I kind of like both of them, honestly. This one is going to give them a little bit more room to put stuff in, but both of them are really super cute. So not all number 4 yarn is treated the same. If you don't like the finished size of your Bitty Boho bag, you can just play around with different yarns. I will say Yarn Bee Soft and Sleek seems to be a slightly, very, very, very slightly chunkier worsted weight 4. If I had to give it a name, it would be like worsted weight 4 plus or something. But this is the color I'm going to be using, Tobacco. What is we want to make it for a little girl? I don't understand. What if we want to make it for a little girl? You can. You can make it for anybody that you want to make it for. Okay, so are you saying your yarn says to use a different hook? You can use whichever hook that you want. And if you get started and you don't like it, you can try again, or just finish it with that one so you can have like a full example of it and see if you like it or not. I am a trial and error kind of guy. That's just how I live my life. So I have to make it 15 times in order to know if I like it or not. There is an adult version. This is not the adult version. The adult version has an entirely different strap mechanism, because this one is not designed to hold heavy things. This is designed to be a toy, basically, like for little trinkets. The adult version is a $5 pattern on my website. It's not free on my channel yet. It's just paid only, and it's $5, and it has a different strap situation so it can hold more weight. Okay, we are going to be using a G 4.0 millimeter crochet hook. This is Clover & Moore brand, highly recommend it. Best crochet brand to work with. And I'm going to pull up the pattern, and then we're going to do a giveaway. So if you want to go ahead and start guessing numbers 1 through 126, we're going to give away this Earth Yarn Ball sticker. Go ahead and guess numbers 1 through 126. Sierra will be looking for the winner. Here are the rules. And now I'm going to be pulling up the pattern while you guys guess. You can guess numbers 1 through 126, one guess per person. So I'm going to go to craftyconcept.com, and then I'm going to click the free patterns tab. And then I'm going to scroll through all of these free patterns until I find the Bitty Boho Bag. It's an oldie but goodie, so we're just going, there she is. Okay, and I'm going to pull it up, and I'm going to be reading from this while we crochet here together so I don't accidentally mess up and start winging it, because that's how I live my life. Okay. Go ahead and keep your guesses coming. We will pick a winner in just a second. Again, numbers 1 through 126, one guess per person. First one to get the closest without going over wins, and this will be what you win. It is open internationally, as the sticker would imply. Anywhere in the world that you live, I will send you the sticker as a freebie. Okay. Couple more seconds, and then I'm going to type stop. STOP. Here we go. Send. Okay, gonna draw a number. Here we go. Let's try to get one that's not a little bit wrinkled, because I feel like the ones that are a little bit wrinkled have been chosen already. 71. The winner is 71. Sierra will find you. Please email Ashley at A Crafty Concept. Email, not DM. Ashley at A Crafty Concept. Your name, Instagram handle, what prize you won, and where I need to send it. Now we are going to start the pattern. So this one was designed like back in the day. It might even be 2017. Probably was. So I do one little thing weird that I wouldn't do now if I was to remake it. But we're going to just follow the pattern for now, and I will tell you as I go. We're going to start by making a slip knot and chaining 10. So this is how I make a slip knot. And we're going to chain 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay. Now we are going to single crochet back down our chain, but we're going to be placing our stitches in the back bump. So to find the back bump, this is the top of your chain. To find the back bump, we're just going to tilt it forward. And these little horizontal bars in between our V stitches, that's the back bump, and that's where we're going to be placing our stitch. So we're going to skip the back bump closest to our hook, which is this guy over here. We're going to skip that one, and we're going to go into the next one. Just like that, and that is going to be where we place our single crochet. I yarn under, you can yarn over. That's just how I taught myself. It's just personal preference. I feel like it makes me faster. You are welcome to do what personal preference is best for you. And if I say yarn under or over and I do the opposite, just do which one's best for you. We are making Bitty Boho bags today. So that's one. We're going to go down for 8 stitches. That's 2 in the back bump, 3, 4. Sierra, did you announce the winner already? I think I missed it. 5. Sorry, I'm trying to make sure. There we go. 6, 7, and 8. Okay. We're going to do 8, and now we are back at the beginning of our chain, and we're going to place 5 single crochets in the end chain. That is the part that I would have switched, and honestly, I might have done that with this one, and that might be why it's so much big. Thank you, Sierra. Made by HJAERTRUD. Congratulations. I hope you love it. So we're going to place 5 single crochets here in this stitch all together. If I was to remake this pattern, I would do 6. If you want to do 6, you can. You will just have 6 increases for each row instead of 5. It's super simple to adjust. That's probably what I did in this gray one, honestly. But you know what? I'm just kidding. I'm gonna do 6 because this one is for my cousin, and I want her to have the one that gives her just a tiny bit more room. So I'm gonna do 6. The pattern says 5. I'm doing 6. I hope that's clear. Okay, so we're going to place 6 single crochets in the end here. And that's going to make all of our numbers weird, but it's going to be okay, and I will show you. So that's 1. We're going to place 5 more in that same spot. We're working around the end of our chain so we can get to the other side. 3, 4, 5, and 6. Now we are going to single crochet 8 back down the other side of our chain, and because we went in the back bump, the two, we still have our V stitches right here, so they look very pretty and clean, and it's easy to chain back down without it getting gappy and holy. So we're going to come back down for 8 single crochets. 1. Welcome, Allie. It's a G hook, 4.0 millimeter. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 2 more, 7, and 8. Okay, now we're going to chain 1 and turn our work. For row 2, we're going to single crochet 1 time in each of those 8 stitches, and then we're going to increase in each of our 6 stitches. If you're doing 5, it's just 5 for you. I'm doing 6. So we're going to start by, we are making bitty boho bags. We're going to start by single crocheting our 8 back down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Also, I do have a paper cut, actually 2 paper cuts right there on my middle finger, and it is very uncomfortable. 6. I got those wrapping Gabe's Christmas present. 7 and 8. Okay, now that we are back down the end, so the 8 is the length of our bag, and the 6 down here is going to be the curve of our bag. So if you wanted to make your bag taller, you would just chain more and then do more stitches before you got to the curve. So if you wanted to make it like cell phone size and you want to just make it taller, that's how you would do it. You would chain more, and then your sides will just be more than 8. Super simple. Now we're going to increase 1 time in each stitch all the way around for 6 stitches, giving us 12 total single crochets. So an increase just means 2 single crochets in the same spot. That's 1, 2 stitches here for 2, 2 stitches here for 3, and then 4, 5, and then 1 more for 6. That brings us around. It is a little tight, like my whip is really tight because this yarn is just slightly thicker. If I was using I Love This yarn, it wouldn't be so tight, but it's good because we don't want any small things falling through her bitty boho bag, right? Now we're going to single crochet 8 back up this other side for the length, the height of our bag. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Then we're going to chain 1 and turn our work. Now for row 3, we are going to be doing our bobble stitches. So we're getting ready to do row 3. And we're going to single crochet in the first stitch and then bobble in the next stitch and repeat that all the way around. Single bobble, single bobble, single bobble. But we are going to end with 2 singles, and you can see right here. See how this one is a little bit further from the top than this one is? That's because we ended with 2 single crochets because my brain doesn't want to end on a bobble. I feel like that would be clunky, but then we alternate over here. So it looks fine, in my opinion. Now we're going to single crochet in the first stitch and then bobble in the next stitch. I'm going to do a bobble here with you guys very slowly in case this is your very first time. If it is your very first time, welcome. I'm so happy you're here. We are going to yarn over, insert our hook into the stitch, grab our yarn, pull up a loop. yarn over, pull through 2. We're going to do that 3 more times for a total of 4 times in the same stitch. Yarn over, insert into the stitch, grab our yarn, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2. That's 2. We're going to do that 2 more times. Sorry, I'm trying to like let you see it, but also let me see it. I could just squish down so I can see it under my phone. 1 more time. Just 2 loops right there. Now we have 5 loops on our hook. We're going to yarn over and pull through all 5 loops. And that completes our bobble stitch, excuse me. Puff stitches were yesterday. That completes our bobble stitch. It doesn't look like much right now, but let me show you the magic. We're going to go insert our hook into the next space. We're not chaining. We're not doing anything after. We just pull through all, and then we go directly into the next space, and that's where we're going to place our single crochet. So we're going to grab our yarn and pull up a loop for a single crochet, and then right here is when I like to give it a nice tug. And that is what helps make that bobble really bobblicious. And then we're going to finish our single crochet, and then we're going to do another bobble stitch, and then we're going to look at them. So I'm going to yarn over. I'm going to do this one really slow again, and then we're going to probably speed it up. If you're watching the replay, you can change the playback speed on YouTube by pushing that little gear button and changing the playback speed. If you want to make it slower, go less than 1. If you want to make it faster, go higher than 1. So we are going to yarn over, I yarn under, doesn't make a difference. Insert, it makes a very minute difference. It doesn't make a difference in the finished pattern. Oh, I'm sorry, made by Amy K. Okay, so we're going to yarn over, grab our yarn, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2. That's 1. We're going to do that 3 more times in the same spot. I'm going to see if I can do this whole one just by looking through my phone screen. If I drop my yarn, it's because I'm literally, yeah, that's not going to work. I'm watching myself crochet through the actual phone screen instead of in real life, and I just split the bejeebus out of my yarn. Okay, that's 2. Yarn over, insert your yarn into the hook. Insert your hook into the stitch, grab your yarn, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2. We're going to do it 1 more time. Pull through 2. Now we have 5 loops on our hook. We're going to yarn over and pull through all 5. That completes our bobble stitch. We're going to go directly into the next stitch for our single crochet. Give it a nice tug to make that bobble really bobblicious, and close out your single crochet. Finish out your single crochet. Perfect. Now let's take a look and see what we've got going on. So bobbles are made on the wrong side of your row, technically. So the right side is usually the side facing you. The bobbles pooch out on the wrong side. They're meant to pop away from you in this pattern, or does that help them look better? So every time I do a bobble stitch, they pooch out on the back. I don't know if it's because I yarn over or under differently, or how, I don't know why, but literally every time I'd make a bobble stitch, they pooch out on the wrong side. So all of my patterns are designed where the bobbles go on the wrong side, and then that becomes the right side of your work. If yours pooch out on the other side just naturally on their own, you can either try to squish them through, or you can just make that one your right side of your work. For this pattern, it's not going to matter. So I've tried to like push them back through the other way to make them pooch out on the right side, and it never looks good for me. I can't do it. I don't know. I think other people can do it, and I just can't do it. But so that's how all of my bobble patterns work. So we're going to continue to single crochet and bobble stitch back and forth all the way around until we finish round 3. I'm going to kind of speed it up a little bit for the sake of time. We're probably going to be here about an hour and a half. I usually underestimate, so it might even be longer than that. So we shall see. The back piece of this bag is made exactly like the front piece, except no bobbles, so it is a little faster. I push it before completing the single crochet. Good to know. Yep, I don't push mine. I just let them be on the side that they want to be on, and then I work accordingly. So she said that she pushes hers out and then does her single. It just doesn't work for me. I could probably practice and make it work a little bit better, but for now, this is just how I do it, and I've designed my patterns accordingly. Yeah, mine look flat too. They're never as big as I want them to be. I think if you wanted to make your bobbles a little bit bigger, you could just do one more of the stitches in the hole, and that would make them a little bit bigger. If you want to squeeze another one in there, I think 4 is usually pretty good with worsted weight yarn. 3 is usually pretty good with blanket yarn because that yarn is so thick. One of her best sellers. Good to know, Nicole. Man, my tension, y'all, is tight when I'm recording myself live. That is a new thing for me. My hands are probably going to be sore after this. Also got to go for the fan. Getting a little hot. I should just keep it on from now on. Okay, single bobble all the way around. Is that 4? That's 3. One more. Man, I'm going to have to try to loosen it up. This is tight. I don't know why I get so tight on lives, because I don't even do that on when I record YouTube videos. That's odd. That's an odd thing for me to do and to notice that I do. Okay. Spoiler alert, I have another purse pattern planned for 2023, hopefully in the spring, if I am able to stick to my schedule. Spoiler alert, it also has bobble stitches. You guys want to tell me what color of yarn you're making your Bitty Boho bag with? Mine is called tobacco, but I would love to know what color yours is. See all the pretty things. The replay will be available. Ooh, people are excited about the spring. Somebody's making gray, super classy. The adults is already in my shop. It's a $5 pattern, but it's not a free version on my blog. It's an oldie. Ooh, wine, very pretty, very Christmassy. Frosty green, very Christmassy. Minty, lovely. Baby pink, oh my gosh. I love pink. Lavender with holographic sparkle. That sounds like a unicorn purse, like a gorgeous fantasy unicorn purse. Frosty green too, 2 frosty greens. A teal one, so someone else is making Christmas presents. I love it. Working smarter, not harder. Heather, do you know what color you're thinking? Are you getting some inspiration for your color choice, or are you going to let your yarn tell you what color that you want it to be? And now we have 2 stitches left, and I'm going to place a single crochet in each of those 2 stitches instead of ending on a bobble. I just don't like to end on a bobble. I think it makes it wonky. Chain 1 and turn our work. Ooh, sky blue. Now for round 4. Row 4. Sorry, I'm trying to pop my back. My back does not like doing these at all. Maybe I need a better recording system. I don't know. We'll figure it out. Gabe and I will figure it out. I saw the alley of the turtle trunk has this, like, you can see me on the replay. It has this, like, large bar that goes above. It's kind of like I'm going like this above her working table, and it just records, like, everything. I might need to do something like that. Okay, so for the next round, we are going to single crochet 8, and then we're going to do our increases. So we're going to single crochet, increase, and then we're going to single crochet, and then we're going to increase, and then we're going to single crochet. We're going to do that 6 times because I put 6 in my starting chain. If you did 5, you're just going to do the repeat for 5 times. Okay, let's see. We're going to single crochet 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Maybe it's my attention is so crazy because I'm working around my phone. Maybe that's why. Because when I do my YouTube videos, it's not so close to me. Maybe that's why. 8. Now I'm going to double check. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. Now we're going to do our increases. We're going to increase in the first stitch right here, which just means 2 single crochets together. That's 1 and that's 2. And then we're going to single crochet in the next stitch. That's our first repeat. We're going to do that 5 more times for a total of 6 repeats. Increase in the next stitch. Single crochet in the next stitch. That's 2. Increase in the next stitch. And then single crochet. That's 3. Increase. Increase. and then single crochet, that's 4, increase, such tight tension, so weird, single crochet, that's 5, and then the last one, we're going to increase, increase, and then single crochet, and then we should have 8 stitches left. So we're going to single crochet one time in the next 8 stitches. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Look at that. We messed up somewhere. Okay, it's okay. I can look at it. Let's see. Maybe I did too many increases. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, I missed a stitch. Okay. Frogging. Frogging. I missed a stitch. 7. Okay, there's where my 8th stitch is going to go. I missed that guy. Her hand is cramping. Go like this. Give it some stretching. I can't pop this finger because I jammed it back in July and it still really hurts. So I can't bend that one back. But just do some stretches. Shake them out. That helps me. Okay. Now, increase. In the first one, single crochet. In the next one, that's 1. Increase, single crochet, that's 2. Increase, single crochet, that's 3. Increase, single crochet, that's 4. Increase, single crochet, that's 5. Last one. Increase, single crochet, that's 6, and then we have 8 more single crochets down the side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Perfect. Chain 1 and turn our work. For the next row, which is row 5, we are going to be doing what I call a grow row. Grow row. That just means, and I made it up, but there might be other people that use it too. They might have made it up too. I don't know. But I use it because it means we're just growing our project. We're making our project bigger, but we're not doing any increases. We have our increase rows and we have our grow rows. This is a grow row. So we're just going to single crochet one time in each stitch all the way around until we get to the other end. And then after that, we're going to have another increase row. But this one is just a grow row. Super simple. These are my favorite rows because I don't have to think or count or nothing. Just single crochet all the way around. Oh, goodness gracious. It's a rainy day here in Kentucky. It's been rainy all week, which I guess is good because like we need the rain or whatever, but we live in a mud puddle. We live in a mud puddle because we don't have grass because our house is a new build. So every time that my dogs go out, they get filthy and we have to clean and or wipe their paws and body. Please excuse my tongue twister. I was trying to say paws and body at the same time, and I mixed those words together and said that I do something to my dogs that I absolutely do not do to my dogs. That was a word in my mouth problem. I apologize. I do not do that to my dogs. I wipe their paws and body. Oh my gosh. Okay, single crocheting right along. Everything is fine. Nothing to see here. We are all fine. Trying to crochet through my tears. Okay. That's why people don't do lives. I get it now. I understand the fear of doing lives. I understand. Okay. Chain 1 and turn our work. Now y'all, that's going to have to be cut out as an Instagram reel on my feed. I'm going to have to cut that part out and just make like a quick Instagram reel of that whole incident because everybody needs to hear that and get a good giggle out of it. Oh my gosh. Love the emojis down there. Very, very applicable. Now for our next row, we will be doing another increase row. So we are going to single crochet 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now we are going to, I can't make that a shirt, Nicole. So many people would be so offended. And they would think that I was a bad Christian because I made a shirt like that. It's just, oh my goodness, totally a mess up. I do need to make Yarn-a-Do shirts though. I would wear a Yarn-a-Do shirt. I think that would be fun. Okay, did our 8 single crochets. Now we're going to do our increases. I'm going to give you a little pro tip. I alternate. For my increase rows, I alternate starting with an increase or starting with the single crochets. I don't know if that's in the actual pattern. It probably is, but it might not be in some of my newer patterns because I didn't want to confuse people. I don't know if it's in this pattern or not. But so for the first row of increases down here, we increased and then single crochet, increase, single crochet. For this row, we're going to start with the single crochets and then we're going to increase. So we're going to single crochet 2 in between each of the increases this time. Last time it was 1. So single crochet, and now we're going to increase. We're going to do that 5 more times for a total of 6. Oh, the reason I alternate them is so the bottom of my bag doesn't look pointy and it's nice and rounded. If you increase in the same spots, it can create like some points. That's why I designed it this way. Or that's why I crochet it this way. Single crochet, increase. Oh, crocheting through my tears. I thought she meant the misspeaking, the typo in real life, the mouth typo. I get ya. Single crochet, increase. Nellie, you're going to have to watch the replay. Oh my gosh. I messed up with my words. Single crochet, increase. You guys are welcome to tell her what happened in the comments. I'm so glad you love the wrap labels. Single crochet, increase. This is still the tightest my tension has ever been. Like this thing is tight. Okay, how many have we done? So increase, single, that's 1. Increase, I think we got 1 left, but maybe 2. Single, that's 2. Increase, single, 3. Increase, single, 4. Increase, single, 5. We've got 1 more. So we're going to go mouth typo. Single, and then increase. Typo in real life. And then we are going to, we could say something like, warning, my mouth has typos or something. So it's like, you never know what's going to come out of my mouth. All right, now we're going to single crochet 8. 1, 2. We're making Bitty Boho bags. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Thank you, Sierra. Chain 1 and turn our work. Now we have another bobble row. And since we ended our first bobble row on single crochet, we're going to start our second bobble row with single crochet. So we are going to go single crochet in the first 2 stitches. So 1, 2, and now we're going to place our bobble stitch in the next space. So let's do another bobble slowly. Yarn over, insert your hook into the space, grab your yarn, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2. That's 1. We're going to do that 3 more times. That's 2. 2 more. That's 3. Last one. That's 4. Now we're going to yarn over and pull through all 5 loops on our hook. That completes our bobble stitch, and now we're going to go directly into the next stitch for our single crochet. I like to give it a little tug to make my bobble pooch out and place the single crochet there. We're going to do this all the way around. This color is called Tobacco, and it is really pretty. I think it's super trendy right now too for like millennials and Gen Z maybe. It is a Hobby Lobby exclusive, which is sad to me. I wish Hobby Lobby would, I wish their yarn brand would break off from their store chain and be a whole business all on its own, because their yarn is superior to any other yarn that I've tried. Almost every like style. Their blanket yarn is great. Their faux fur yarn is great. Their worsted weight yarn is my favorite. Their cotton yarn is my favorite. Like, they have just superior yarn. And they called me like back when I was in the old office in town, and we did like a little interview thingy. It was supposed to be 15 minutes. It lasted an hour. I am long-winded, in case you guys didn't pick up on that already. And I did give her that feedback. I was like, listen, your yarn is superior. You need to have it in more places. You need to make it its own business and be involved in the community and get ambassadors, hashtag pick me, and that would be stellar and it would be really successful. And you need to start selling internationally, because I have so many friends all over the world that would really like to use your yarn and they can't. So I told her that, but we probably won't happen. Love their yarn, want more colors. So I love this yarn, has nearly 100 colors probably. Yarn Bee Soft and Sleek has fewer colors, but I really like the color palette that they went with. And I think it's nice to not have too many choices, because then you'll get choice paralysis and you'll have a hard time picking anything. And I think the fewer colors, like they have enough colors so it's not just like 5, but it's not like 100, so it's a little bit easier. Plus, almost all of those colors go well with one another because it's so few. There's a couple that they have that are a little bit off-brand from the rest of them. But I used to work at Hobby Lobby corporate. Well, Super Steph, you're going to have to message me later and tell me all about that, and maybe tell me who your contacts are so I can call them and be like, hey, bruh, I'll be an ambassador for you. Let's get this party started. If you have any contacts. Oh, I want to know all about it, Steph. I want to know what it was like. I want to know what the management was like, the leadership. I want to know what you did and what your job responsibilities were. I want to know all things. So private message me. Yeah, we need these to be everywhere. Their yarn needs to be everywhere. It is my favorite, hands down. Would be nice to try it here in Ireland. Y'all, it breaks my heart. It really does. I talked to Gabe and I was like, listen, I could sell Hobby Lobby's yarn on my website and we could buy it every other week at 30% off, and then we could just sell it for full price. So, and then maybe a little bit more we could sell it for full price and then charge shipping. And then I would have a 30% profit, maybe a little bit more to account for Etsy fees and transaction fees. But then I would have a 30% profit, and my international friends would have access to this yarn. I think shipping internationally would be crazy expensive, and that's probably why Hobby Lobby doesn't do it. So it would be like the most expensive thing for you guys to buy full price yarn and pay crazy high shipping, unless we could do like priority international if it was cheaper that way. And no matter how many you buy, if it fits in the priority box, the shipping is the same. So you could just like load it up to make it worth your money. But I talked to Gabe about it, and he said he doesn't think it's a good idea. He doesn't think the profit margins are great enough. Also, I don't have the manpower to do that right now. I would have to hire somebody, and that'd be their only job. I'm still in the process of learning how to manage multiple people. We got Sierra hanging out. She's one of my people. And then we also have Mackenzie, who is my in-person assistant. And she comes to my house every Monday, and then she works from home for the rest of the week, but she's only part-time. And I'm getting very, very close to needing full-time help, which means I need to figure out how to give people health insurance, because I don't think you can have a full-time employee without giving them health insurance. Oh, yeah, skin tones would be nice with the Yarn Bee Soft and Sleek. They should do like a whole skin tone line only. Okay, we have a single and then a bobble and then a single, and then this row will be finished. And then we have one more row after this, and then the front piece will be finished, and we can do a giveaway. Not yet. Not yet. We still have one more row. Single crochet, chain 1, and turn our work. Look how pretty. Looking so good. Okay, let's For the last row, we're going to end with an increase row. That way, when we join the two pieces together, it's nice and rounded down here and not like curly uppy because it's no room for increases, right? That's why we end on an increase row. So we are going to single crochet 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And now we're going to do our increases. We have 6 increases to go. Last time we started with the single crochet, so this time we're going to start with the increases. And a way that helps me remember that is if it's an odd number in between the increase, like if it's an odd number of stitches in between the increase stitches, I start with the single crochet. No, the increase. That, I don't know. If it's even, I start with the single crochets. If it's odd, I start with the increase. So it's for a toddler, yes. It is a toddler size bag, ages 1 through 4, and 4 is kind of pushing it. So yes, it is a toddler size bag. Okay, we are going to increase in the first stitch right here, and then we're going to single crochet 3. 1, 2, 3. We are going to do that 5 more times for a total of 6. Increase, and then 3. 1, 2, 3, increase, and then 3, 1, 2, oop, dropped it, 3, increase, 3, 1, 2, 3, increase in the next stitch, single crochet 3, 1, 2, 3, and we're going to end with an increase. Nope, we're going to end with the single crochet 3. So it looks like we've got one more because that is more than 8 stitches. So we're going to go increase, single crochet 3. So increase, then we do 3, 1, 2, 3. I made a tiny one for Claire or for Gracie dolls, but I never released the pattern. Maybe I can try to get that out in 2023. We'll perfect it and then get it out in 2023. Now we're going to single crochet 8. 1, 2. So yarn for you, there is an adult version. I don't suggest adjusting this for adults because of the way the strap is done. The way the strap is done is specifically for toddlers because it's not strong for like your cell phone and your keys and your wallet and things that an adult would need in their bag. There is an adult version, but the strap is completely different. It's way more secure. We also have a square version on my in my Etsy shop and in the shop on my blog that never really got much attention, but there is a square version available. Okay, so that completes the front piece of our Bitty Boho bag, and we can go ahead. How clever was the gift card holder the other day? Amazing. Well, thank you. I don't know if you mean the stocking or the gingerbread man, and the gingerbread man was actually by Sarah of Repeat Crafter Me. We are doing the 24 Days of Quickies together over on the Marley Bird blog, and I was promoting her for the 24 Days of Quickie thing. But it's in the comments, so you might mean the stocking, which would also be great for a gift card. Okay, we are going to cut our yarn. And then we are going to do a quick giveaway. Ooh, Miss K made the square version. I like the square version. I made one for myself with Bernat home decor yarn, and I use it all the time. Okay, let's do another giveaway. This time we're going to give away the PDF. So the PDF for the Bitty Boho bag, which is a $5 value, one of the most expensive PDFs in my shop. So here are the rules. You can go ahead and start your guesses, numbers 1 through 126. 1 guess per person, please. Unless you see that somebody right before you guessed the same number as you, then you can guess again. Because if you do the same number as somebody else and theirs was first, yours will not be the winner. This is the number that was already selected, so don't do number 71. The winner will get the PDF. And if you do win, I need all this information from you. And Sierra will find you. And Sierra's coming in hot with the links, you guys. She will find you and let you know who won. I'm just going to be mixing. We're going to give you guys a couple seconds. You know what? I'm going to stretch and take me a drink of water. Oh, I'm old. I'm almost 33 and my body is not cooperating. I really need to start stretching every day. Like, that's the bare minimum a person could do, is stretch every day, and I don't even do that. Like, I really need to. I stretch when I'm in pain, but I don't stretch regularly to prevent the pain like I need to. Also, in the replay, you can see I'm trying to drink this entire cup of water today. It is probably 32 ounces, and I got this from the hospital when I gave birth to my daughter 7 years ago. It is my favorite. Okay, now we are going to type stop, S-T-O-P, post. Anything after that will not be submitted. Sorry, I bumped into my camera. I'm going to pick one. I'm not looking. I know it looks like I'm looking to you guys, but I'm not looking. And if you watch the replay, you can see it in the other angle. I'm looking directly at the other angle phone. So let's grab one that doesn't feel like it's been folded. What about this one? 47. 47 is the winner. You win the PDF to the Bitty Boho Bag. Let me know, or Sierra's going to find you, and then she will let me know who the winner was, and then you can email me, Ashley at A Crafty Concept, not an Instagram DM, but an email, because Instagram DM will get lost, but this information is what I will need from you. Now we are going to get started making the back piece. And guess what? It's exactly like the front piece, but no bobbles. That's the only difference. So this one's going to be kind of fast because we already went over how to do it. It's exactly the same. We're just going to leave off the bobbles, so it's a little bit faster. So we're going to start by making a slip knot. And then we're going to chain 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 9, 10. Then we're going to single crochet in the back bump. I will do this part again just in case you missed it the first time. To find the back bump, we are going to turn our chain so we can see the back of it. And you see these little humps on the back of our chain? That is the back bump. We're going to skip the back bump closest to our hook, which is this one way over here, and we're going to start by going into the back bump, the next one, and we are going to go single crochet 8 in the back bump. So that's 1. This is 2, 3. Also, I will say, all of my patterns that come with a front and back piece that have bobbles on one side and not the other, the bobble side will be bigger because the bobble stitch takes up more real estate than the single crochet stitch does. That is completely what you want. Like, that's how it's designed, because when you join them together, they kind of like round out nicely, and it's completely what you want. I have had so many people message me and say they were making something big, like the cactus pillow or the boho bobble pillow, and they frogged the whole back piece because it came out smaller. It's supposed to be smaller. I need to add that disclaimer. Not that I've come up with Mamacita. This is the only way that you could chain and then work back down the chain if you wanted to, but that's going to open you up to like possibly getting it switched, and how you attach it is going to have to be different. You'd probably have to cut your yarn. So the way that it's designed is to be as efficient as possible. Less tails, less work. That's why it was designed the way it is. But if you're struggling with the foundation single crochet, we'll do it together here, and hopefully you will feel more confident after watching it here together. So we've done our 8 single crochets. Now I'm going to put 6 down here in this end. Also, Mamacita, you could look at other purse patterns, and if you like one of their straps better, you could try to like combine the 2 patterns together just for your own self, not to sell the pattern. That would be unethical. But if you're just doing it for your own self, you could do that. 2. We're going to put 6 in here. Whoop, that's my tail. No, it's not. That's my working yarn. 3. Well, now I've messed up. Okay, no, we didn't. We're good. You could knotty ginger, but that will make for your back piece a little bit more holy than your front piece. 5, 6, which could mean things will fall out. But if you keep your tension tight, you could probably get away with that if it bothers you that bad. But it really works out perfectly. Like it's not something that should be corrected. Like it's not broken. You know what I mean? It works just fine. Okay, now we've done our 6. I'm just going to double check. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Perfect. And now we are going to single crochet 8 back down this side of our work. We are at an hour. Almost. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now we are going to chain 1 and turn our work. This yarn was made with the color Asphalt from Yarn Bee Soft and Sleek. I'm 97% sure. It could also be Asphalt from Brava, but it would be smaller if it was Brava. I'm pretty sure that's what this colorway is called. But it's like a heathered black. I don't know if I've got one in my stash. I'm not seeing it. I was going to check for sure. But if you guys know what the heathered black is called from Yarn Bee Soft and Sleek, feel free to post it in the comments. I think it's called Asphalt or something, or maybe graphite or something like that. Now we chained 1 and we're going to turn our work. We're going to single crochet 1 time in the next 8 stitches. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, dark heather gray, thank you, 5, 6, 7, 8. It's called Asphalt with Brava, and they look identical. Now we're going to increase, and Brava is by We Crochet. We're going to increase, which they do ship in other countries than just America, but I don't think it's completely international. I think there's like 4 countries that they ship to plus America. Now we're going to increase in each stitch all the way around just by putting 2 single crochets in the same spot. That's 1. We should have 6 increases. That's 2. Charcoal's good. 3, 4. Oh, also 5. For any of my international friends that were worried about the shipping of the magnet in yesterday's live, I fixed it this morning. So one of you lovely folks emailed me to remind me, and I didn't get to it till this morning, but it is fixed now, so the shipping should be way more affordable, if not free, for I think international has a little bit of a fee, and then US or America is free. I think for international it's like $1.30 or maybe $3. I had to cover my bases just in case somebody ordered like 15 stickers and I had to use 2 stamps. I had to cover my bases for that, but way more affordable. Now we're going to single crochet 8 back down. That's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. The magnet was given away in yesterday's live. So day 6 live, we did a magnet, and it says yarn makes me happy, and it's like rainbow, and it is available, but it's not in my Etsy shop. It's only in the shop on my blog. I don't know if you guys know this, but the shop on my blog, while I chat, I'm going to tell you. So we're going to do chain 1, turn our work. Row 3 is just going to be 1 single crochet in each stitch. So for the front piece, the row 3 was a bobble stitch. For the back piece, we're just doing a grow row, no increases. So for those of you who don't know, my shop on my blog is called an Etsy patterns site. Not pattern like crochet pattern. Pattern like Etsy pattern. It's not ideal, but that's what it's called. I didn't name it. And you get charged differently. You're still through Etsy. If Etsy servers go down, that shop will not work. Like, it's still through Etsy, but you're charged differently. I pay $15 a month to have my pattern site. I do not have to pay the 6.5% Etsy fee, and I do not have to pay the 20-cent listing fee. So whenever you guys shop from the website on my blog at craftyconcept.com and then the shop tab or craftyconcept.com/shop, I make more profit. My profit margin is higher, and Etsy's profit margin is smaller because I only pay the $15 a month to Etsy for that shop. So the magnet is only available in that shop. I would make all my stuff available in that shop only, but I also like to cater to Etsy strangers, people who have never landed on my stuff before, who happen to find my shop through the Etsy search box. Then they can turn into a true fan of my brand, sign up to my email list, follow me on social media, subscribe to my YouTube channel, and all the things, because they found me just from searching in the search box on Etsy. It is a whole pool of potential customers, and that's one of the main reasons I think everybody who sells handmade things should be on Etsy. So for row 4, we have another increase row. We're going to single crochet one time in the next 8 stitches. 1, 2, and this is faster because we did it slower for the front piece, and it's exactly the same. We just leave off the bobbles, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We're going to increase in this next stitch, and then we're going to single crochet in the next stitch. We're going to do that for 6 times because that's how many repeats we have to get around to the other side of our chain over here. So we're going to increase in the first stitch, then we're going to single crochet in the next stitch. That's 1. We're going to do that 5 more times. Increase, single crochet, increase, single crochet. I know it's fast. We can't spend all day long together, even though we would love it. Maybe we should do like a virtual lock-in, where it's like an 8-hour thing, and we just spend all day long crocheting together, and we pack our dinners, and then we eat dinner together, like a crochet lock-in. Do you guys remember doing lock-ins when you were like in high school? My youth group used to do lock-ins, but also so did my high school. It was a good time. Now we should have 8 stitches left. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Perfect. Do you create your own stickers and magnets? I designed them myself, but I don't get them printed. I print them through a sticker company called Sticker Mule. They are extremely high quality. Like, that's why I go through them. Their quality is superior. Their customer service is fantastic. I have a full tutorial on my blog, and Sierra will come in hot for you down there with the link, and she will remind me to put the link in the YouTube replay for how to make your own stickers. I do have a tutorial. I'm coming out with another tutorial in a couple of weeks. I've already started recording that one, so stay tuned for that. Now we're going to do our next row, which is just another grow row, 1 time in each stitch all the way around. I have been crocheting since I was about 16, or actually I started when I was like 9 or 10, and then picked it up again when I was 16 because I broke my ankle. I broke my right ankle and 3 toes on my left foot because I drove into a tree with my car and totaled my car, and so I couldn't walk or do anything for 3 months, and I picked up crochet again, and I made a giant crochet blanket that I gave to my boyfriend, now husband, Gabe, and it was made with the most random, ugly Red Heart Super Saver yarns, and it had no rhyme or reason, and it is really country, we'll say. It's real country. We got to find that thing. We've got it somewhere, but I made it for Gabe, who was my 18-year-old boyfriend, who is now my husband, and he took really good care of me when I broke my ankle. But then I started my business in like I graduated college in 2012, and I tried to start my business then, but I had like fear, like severe fear that I wasn't good enough. And so I didn't start my business officially until 2016. That's when I actually opened my Etsy shop, was in 2016. So I wasted 4 years because of fear. I could have had 4 more years under my belt if it wasn't for being afraid. And that's why I try to teach you guys, don't let fear hold you back, because there's no telling, like, everything happens for a reason, and I'm here for it, and God's plan is better than my plan could ever be, and I'm here for it, so I'm not complaining. But if I could help somebody else not go through that, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to take another drink of water. Now we are going to, that was a grow row, right? Okay, now we have another increase row. Chain 1, turn our work. We're going to single crochet 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Mamacita, somebody will want it. Somebody will want it, and you will get better. My first crocheted things that I made were so ugly, and I sold them. I was making Ava bunnies with an H hook, which is way too big for amigurumi. They were super holy, and I was making them, and I sold the fire out of them, but they were only like I don't remember if I was selling them for like $10 or $15. Like, it was really affordable at the time because I was still very new. And that sounded like good money to me, so I went with it. And I was selling them pretty good, like pretty consistently. And then I opened my Etsy shop in 2016, selling all kinds of different stuffies that I designed. Still using Nate Chook, still very holy, and they sold out on the first day because of my marketing skills. I made it like a whole big deal, and it sold out with just my friends and family and like acquaintances that knew me. But it was a couple months before I got my first Etsy stranger order. But somebody will buy it, and you will get better as you go, and you will get more confident as you go. So just pretend you're confident now and act as though you would if you were confident, and then eventually you will be confident. So we're going to do our 6 increases. We're going to start with our single crochets this time because we started with our increase last time. Single crochet 1, 2, and then we're going to increase. We're going to do that for a total of 6 times. 1, 2, increase, that's 2. 1, 2, increase, that's 3. 1, 2, increase, that's 4. I've been crocheting since I was like 9 or 10. 1, 2, increase, that's 5. 1, 2, increase, that's 6. When I was like, I don't know, young, between 9 and 16, I'm not sure which one, I made my mom a pillow that said Mom, and I used the only 2 colors of yarn that I had, which was Red Heart Super Saver Teal and Red Heart Super Saver Pink, and I made her a pillow that says Mom, all with double crochet, because that's the best stitch for pillows, obviously. We like our pillows super holy, and then every time I changed colors, I cut my yarn, and then I glued it down with hot glue, I'm pretty sure. So I hot glued the ends together, and then I glued it down so it wouldn't unravel. And then I put a fabric backing on it that I cut up either an old t-shirt or an old baby blanket, I'm not sure. And I sewed it on with the sewing needle to the back of the pillow, and she still has it today. I'm going to see if I can get a picture of it or something. I'll probably forget, but that would be a good idea. We're going for 8 single crochets. Then we are going to chain 1 and turn our work. Now we have another grow row, which is just 1 time in each stitch all the way around. Just a grow row. If you're catching the replay on YouTube and this is going too fast, you can adjust the speed by changing your playback speed preferences on YouTube. Just a quick reminder for that. We are at 1 hour and 6 minutes. That's where we are. I think we're going to be able to make it an hour and a half, maybe. We're almost done with the back piece, but then we got to do the strap, and then we got to join them, and then we'll be done. Thank you. Oh, goodness. Okay, almost done. Then we have 1 more grow row, which is our 3 single crochets in between each, 1 more increase row, which is our 3 single crochets in between each increase stitch for 6 stitches. We're going to start by single crocheting 8. Oh, I did miss the PDF winner. Sierra, do you remember who that was? I totally missed it. 2, 3, 4. I do that all the time, JP. 5, 6, especially when I'm watching videos of crochet. Like, that's what gets me every time. Now we're going to do our increases. We're going to start. The PDF winner was Patty. Congratulations, Patty. Okay, we're going to start by putting an increase here in the first stitch, and then we're going to single crochet 3. 1, 2, 3. Then we're going to increase. That was our first one. Then we're going to single crochet 3. 1, 2, 3. That was our second one. Increase, single crochet 3. Thank you, Jess. 3. Okay, increase. Ooh, I hope you sell them. I hope you sell out at your market. Okay, increase, single crochet 3. 1, 2, 3. Last one. Increase, and single crochet 3, 1, 2, and 3. Now we're going to single crochet one time in the next 8 stitches to finish out the row. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. All right, let's do another giveaway. Take a break, do another giveaway. We're getting ready to start the strap. You can go ahead and start guessing your numbers 1 through 126, one guess per person, unless you see somebody before you guess the number that you guessed and you accidentally guessed the same number as then you can guess again. You will be winning one of the exclusive only 10 in the world CrochetMAS stickers. This is open internationally. I will give it to you no matter where you live. I will send this to you via the mail. These 2 numbers have already been guessed, so they're not going to be back in the pot. So don't guess those 2. You can go ahead and start, and I'm going to talk to you guys about the sizing. So look how, let me just throw this on here so we can have a little, there we go. Look how of the size difference between these 2. And I'll put them like this. You can tell the front piece is significantly bigger than the back piece. That's because the front piece has bobble stitches and the back piece doesn't. Totally okay. It will not affect the functionality or the fashionality of the bag. Okay, keep your guesses coming. And I'm going to take a sip of water because I'm going to try to drink this whole thing. 32 ounces should be easy, and it's not easy for me. And our body needs water to work properly, supposedly, so I'm trying to do that. Okay. Couple more seconds. I'm going to get my big old basket here. I'm using the large size of the nesting basket pattern for this to hold all my numbers, in case you didn't know. After I type the word stop, no more guesses after that will be submitted. We have to have a stopping point or this would just go on forever and ever. Gonna go ahead and say drinking water, man. It is my the thing that ruins me, whatever that means. Okay, S-T-O-P. And I'm going to post it in 3, 2, 1, and stop. Okay? Now we're going to grab one of these numbers. I'm looking at my phone, my other phone. I'm trying to get one that doesn't feel like it's been picked before. Maybe this one. What we got? We got 39. 39 is the winner. That is Sierra will find you. And you will win this sticker. And I need you to email me your name, Instagram handle, what prize you won. So the CrochetMAS sticker specifically. If you say yarn ball sticker, I'm not going to know because lots of my stickers have yarn balls. So you need to tell me CrochetMAS sticker and where I need to send it. Now we are going to start our strap, which is the foundation single crochet. So I'm going to put my hook back in my yarn here. And we're going to start by going in the same space that our last single crochet just went. We're going to go right back into that same space like we're going to make another single crochet. We're going to grab our yarn and pull up a loop like we're going to make another single crochet, but then we're going to yarn over and just pull through 1. Okay? Now that little chain that was created from our pull through 1 is going to be where the second, congratulations, a stitch in the south, woohoo! Is going to be where the second foundation single crochet stitch goes. That chain that we just made when we pulled through 1, that is where our next stitch will go. Now we're going to grab our yarn and pull. I'm so glad you're enjoying them, Miss K. Pull through both of the loops on our hook to finish out our single crochet. And that's 1 foundation single crochet stitch. Now we're going to place our hook into that chain space that we just did. Making sure to go under both loops if you want to. I mean, they both look fine either way. I used to do it just going under one loop. I've made a lot of purses like that. It looks totally fine. If you want to go under both, you can. I go under both now, but it's really just personal preference. And that is where we're going to make our second stitch. So we're going to grab our yarn, pull through, okay? And now we're going to grab our yarn again and pull through just the first one right there. That is going to be where our next, right here, is going to be where our next foundation single crochet stitch will go. It goes into that little chain space that we created by pulling through just 1. Now we're going to grab our yarn and pull through 2, and that's our second foundation single crochet. we're going to go into that chain 1 space that we made when we pulled through 1. And I'm going under both loops again. And we're going to grab our yarn and pull through the stitch. And then we're going to grab our yarn and pull through 1 loop on our hook. That is where our next foundation single crochet will go. I usually like to hold it with my fingers when I'm going really fast so I can get to it quickly, but that right there is where our next stitch will go. So finish out this one, and that's 3. And we're going to keep doing that all the way until we get 100 foundation single crochet stitches into the space that we made when we pulled through 1. Grab our yarn, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 1. That's our next, where we're going to put our next foundation single crochet. Pull through both of them. That's 4. You can count them just by going 1, 2, 3, 4. You can clearly see them just like any other, just like you can clearly see these. Okay. Back into this space here. Boop. Grab our yarn, go through the stitch. Yarn over, pull through 1. That's where our next one will go. Yarn over, pull through 2. That completes number 5. And then we're just going to do this all the way until we have 100 foundation single crochet stitches. I don't count these. I just make a whole bunch and then I go back and count them because I don't enjoy having to focus that hard. So I'm just going to be crocheting away here. And I will count them at the end. You could go 10 at a time and add a stitch marker, and then you know you got 10 per stitch marker, but we're just gonna chat it up right here and then go back and check. So if you have any questions about the foundation single crochet, feel free to ask me and I will do my best to answer them or clarify anything or show you another close-up or show you another slow-mo. Whatever you guys need, let me know. I live to serve. How are you guys feeling about the foundation single crochet? Where are your hearts at? Are we stressing over it? Are we getting it? Does this make the strap less stretchy? I think going in, no, I don't think so. I think the strap is going to be more stretchy because doing a chain and then single crocheting would make it less stretchy. But we're also, there's not going to be a lot of weight in this bag. It's a small little bag, so it's not going to be a lot of weight. Yay, Mamacita! That's why the adult version does not have a foundation single crochet strap. That's why it's for the toddler size, for weight purposes. So we're just going to keep on doing it. And I think it is extremely relaxing. I really enjoy the foundation single crochet. You can also start blankets and stuff with this if you don't enjoy chaining and then going back down your chain because it can get twisted. It's hard to see where your hook goes. Chains are just flimsy. And it also is two steps. This is 2 steps in one. So it's a little bit faster and it's less restricting. So sometimes if you make something like a hat and you start with the brim and you chain and then work your way up from there, the brim is only going to stretch with as much give as your starting chain had. This is going to be much stretchier than chaining and then placing your single crochets in the chain. This is it has more give to it. I really like this method. How do you know how much weight it can hold? Trial and error. So this is just a toddler size bag. So based on the size that it is, it physically can't hold anything big. And if they found something small that was very super heavy and it busted the bag open somehow, that's how we would know that's too much weight. Also, you can kind of feel if the yarn is being stretched to its absolute max, and if it was a person, it would be wincing or making a weird face. Then you think that's probably too much weight for this bag. Or maybe I need to do a stronger strap if I'm going to have that heavy of things. But for this bag, correct, this is not for the adult size. Not only is it stretchy and just really dainty like this, so if this had 10 pounds of stuff in it, this is going to be digging into your shoulder. and that's really dainty, and that's going to be digging into your shoulder. It's not going to be comfortable. So you want something a little bit thicker and a little bit stronger to help like disperse the weight properly, and so it's not digging into your shoulder, like little shoulder next to your collarbone, things like that. So the bigger bag has a completely different strap, and it's much stronger, much less stretchy, and much better down here, because this is not secure for something heavy. Like that I don't feel comfortable with just that one little stitch holding the weight of the bag. Which stitch do you put the hook into? Okay, I'll do it again. So we are going to wait till I do. Don't worry about it right now, Casey. I'll show you in a second. So I'm going to start another hook, start another stitch, and then I'm going to grab my yarn, pull up a loop. Now I'm going to yarn over and pull through just one. The just one that I just pulled through is going to be where my next stitch goes. That's where I'm going to insert my hook for my next stitch. So I'm going to finish out this one. And then I'm going to, insert my hook into that when I pulled through one. It creates kind of like a chain space, and I go under both loops. So I'm going to insert there, grab my yarn, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through one. That is going to be where my next stitch goes, right here. That is going to be where it goes. Yarn over, finish out the stitch, and then I'm going to put my hook where I pulled through one. That is where the next stitch goes. So you're just creating the places for your next stitch with each current stitch, right? Pull through one, that's where my next stitch will go. Pull through two. So we're going to keep doing that until we have 100 foundation single crochet stitches. If you want your strap to be longer, you can do more than 100. If you want your strap to be shorter, you can do less than 100. Very simple. I find them super relaxing. I could probably just make a whole bunch of foundation single crochet chains and then string them all around my house as Christmas decorations. I enjoy them. You're welcome, Casey. I hope that was helpful. We are making the strap to our Bitty Boho Bag for anybody that's just tuning in. A Bitty Boho Bag is a toddler size purse designed for children ages like 1 to 4, and 4 is kind of pushing it. Hello. Very nice work. Thank you so much. We're going to keep it going till we get our 100. I found them tough for the first time I did this bag, but got there in the end. Good job. You just got to keep practicing. Everything gets easier with practice. There's a TikTok trend about that from a couple months ago. Keep it going till we get where we think is about 100, and then I will just count them, because I'd rather count them at one time instead of trying to keep up while I'm doing this as we go. If you guys have any questions, let me know. I will answer them. Now is the perfect time because we're live and in real time together. So don't hesitate to ask me questions. We still have one giveaway left. We have 8 minutes to get this done in an hour and a half, so that's probably not going to happen. Probably going to be more like an hour and 45 minutes. I usually underestimate, so I'm not surprised. I am surprised that Instagram is going this long, and I actually need to stop and start my other phone again real quick, because if it's over an hour, trying to airdrop it to my computer will be nearly impossible because of my internet. Because it's not as good as Sierra's internet. What are you making right now? A Bitty Boho bag. Let's try to put one in the screen here. How do you work out pricing? So that one is a very in-depth question. So pricing needs to be fair for you and fair for your ideal customer. Everybody's ideal customer is different. If you don't have an ideal customer, we teach that inside of Crochet Boss Academy in the very first thing that we do, because it's one of the most important things you can do to grow your business and to kind of like work smarter, not harder, basically. So if your ideal customer is a college student, you need to keep that in mind when making your product line and making your prices, because a college student is not going to be able to afford a $300 crop top, right? They're not going to be able to afford that. So, and if your ideal customer is a mom of young kids, she's going to have adult money. So it's going to be a little bit different unless she's also a college student or like really super young, like a young mom. And that would be different than an older mom who's having kids like later in life, because she's going to definitely have adult money. The further in life that you go, the more money that you get, generally. Not for everybody, obviously. And these are all just like overall guesses, like overall themes, right? Not very specific individualized things. And so you want to set your price that's fair to you and your time and your materials, fair to your ideal customer, so make sense for the season of life that she's in, and will help you reach your why. So everybody's why is different. If you are crocheting and selling your things because it brings you joy and it helps you manage your depression and you don't really care about making money, and you sell your Claire Bun Beanies for $5, you are more than welcome to do that. And if anybody says, well, your prices are belittling the rest of us because you're not charging for your worth, that's nonsense, because it does not apply to you at all, because you are focusing on your why and they need to focus on their why. And if they want to sell $30 Claire Bun Beanies and you sell $5 Claire Bun Beanies, the person who's going to buy a $5 Claire Bun Beanie is not the person that's going to buy a $30 Claire Bun Beanie. So two different ideal customers. You are not stealing business from the $30 beanie people, because $30 beanie people do not buy $5 beanies. I sell my Claire Bun Beanies in my Etsy shop for $30. And I get sales all the time. I just took them out day before yesterday, but I was getting them up until day before yesterday. And everybody sells Claire Bun Beanies on Etsy. They could do a very quick search, even under the search term that they're looking at, and they're going to see other people's Claire Bun Beanies, but they like mine. The price does not deter them. Other people sell them for 20, 15, 18, 25, whatever. I sell mine for 30, and I still get sales even on the Etsy platform, where they can physically see the other ones that are cheaper that look exactly the same, because it's the same pattern. Everybody's crochet style is different. The yarn colors that we use is going to be different. The way we type our descriptions is going to be different. The way we take our pictures is going to be different. If not, we add 10 pictures or 5 pictures or add a video, everything's going to be different. And every single thing that you do that's different for you is going to speak specifically to your ideal customer. She is going to love the way you do it. And that's why she is going to buy with you versus somebody else. So fair to you, fair to your ideal customer, and will help you reach your why. And it does not matter if somebody else does not approve of your why. That's between them and God. This is your business. Put on your blinders and don't look or listen to anybody around you, especially if they're spewing negativity, because ain't nobody got time for that. Okay. Let's count. I live in Kentucky in America. Let's count our stitches. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. I'm going to do this in my head so I don't distract you guys from your counting. So I'm going to do it in my head. $71, $32, $80, $86. I'm going to put a stitch marker there, and then I'm going to write down the number 86 because I know that's where my stitch marker is. And we've just got a few more. I'm going to write down 86 over here. I have a Post-it note set aside for little quick jot downs. Okay, we are almost done. Okay. Thank you. Love listening to you trying to work up the courage to do it. You can totally do it. I do have a free Etsy series on my YouTube channel where I talk about opening an Etsy shop and why you should, or why I'm an Etsy advocate, or how it can affect your business and make things easier. And I also walk you through, but I will say it was recorded in 2019, and Etsy has changed a little bit of the cosmetic ness of how you set one up. The stuff is still there, it's just moved around. So I'm going to try to make a new one sometime in 2023 and get that out to you guys. But there is a 4-part video series already live on my YouTube channel that might help you or give you the confidence that you need to open an Etsy shop. And I also give you my referral link, which will give you and I 40 free listings. So the 20-cent listing fee that Etsy charges will be waived for 40 listings. Oh, yay! Yeah, those have done really well on YouTube. I'm going to try to update them very, very soon. Okay, we said 86, 87, 88, 89, 90, 91, 92, 93, 94, 95, 96. 4 more. 97. 98. 99 and 100. Okay, now we are going to join this end to this end of our bag, but I'm going to stretch it out and make sure my strap is not twisted. So I'm going to lay it flat on my table, and I'm just going to kind of run my fingers like this to make sure it is not twisted, because once you join it, it will be twisted forever, and that will make you angry every time you see it. And then we are going to be joining down here. So also, this is what we got like size wise, if you can kind of get an idea. I'd say it's like over a foot. This is probably about a foot. So close, a little over a foot, maybe 12, 13, 14 inches maybe, unstretched. Then we are going to put our hook back in and making sure not to twist our strap. So I'm going to try to read the instructions from the actual pattern, because the way I do it regularly might be different, and I want it to be the same as the pattern. So let me find the correct spot for the strap. It's very, very old. I designed this in like 2019. Okay, it says, now we're going to attach the front piece. Nope, that's not where we're at. We need to be, once you get your 100 foundation single crochet stitches, it's time to join into the back piece of your bag. Make sure your thing isn't twisted, and insert your hook into the top of the first single crochet from row 8. So that says to go right into the top of the stitch here from row 8. Clover and more is the hooks that I use. Okay, and then make a slip stitch is probably what it says. Slip stitch, chain 1, and then it says to start single crocheting back down. So I'm going to show you what that looks like. Slip stitch through those 2 pieces and then chain 1. Now, so look, that is very dainty. Do you see how dainty that is? That is a slip stitch that will be holding the weight of this bag. This is another reason why it's just a toddler size bag, and not, this strap is not intended for adults. The other one is like this and has a button, like it's way more stronger than this. Now, if you're not digging this little strap, another thing that you could do is you could go into this space here like you're getting ready to make another foundation single crochet, and then go into here like that. Can you guys see that? Let me move this out of the way. So I went into the chain, the strap like I'm going to make another stitch, and then I went into here, and then we could pull through, keeping it nice and tight, pull through everything, and then like pull through like you're making another single crochet, and then kind of single crochet. I feel like that's a tiny bit stronger because it secures the bottom of the strap and the top of the strap, even though it's only like 1/2 inch wide. I think it secures it a little bit for the bottom and the top, so you can do it that way if you want to. That's the one we're going to stick with because I don't want to frog it and redo it again. And now we are going to join the front piece to the back piece of our bag, and we're going to single crochet around. We do not have to do increases because our last row had the increases. So now technically our join row will be a grow row, right? We talked about that. Heel crest, there is a pattern for the adult size in my shop. It is not a free pattern. It is a paid only pattern, but the adult size is available. Sierra will come through with the link for you. So we're going to insert our hook into the first stitch of our front piece, and then we are going to insert our hook into the first stitch where we just joined the same spot where we just joined our strap we're going to insert our hook into that stitch as well. Making sure to go under both. Sorry, I couldn't see it because of my phone. And that's where we're going to place our single crochet. Going through both the front and back pieces of the bag at the same time. That's one. We're going to do that all the way around into that one, and then the same one on the other side. So it's going to be this one. You can tell that this one right here is where the stitch is coming out of. This one has not been worked yet. So that's the next one. That's where we're going to place our single crochet. Okay, that's two. Then this one, and then the same one on the back piece for three. And we're just going to do that all the way around. I can't remember how many number of total stitches it would be. And the pattern isn't the same that I'm doing here because I did 6 in my tippy instead of 5. So I'm not 100% sure, but we will do 8, and then we'll go around the edges where we had our 6 increases with the 3 single crochets in between each of them. And then we will have 8 more, and then we will get started on the brim, and then we'll be done. So we are almost done. I do not know how to speak French. Wait, do I need how to say hello in French? Bonjour? Bonjour? Single crochet. Okay, just keep it going, making sure to go through both. Oh, we still got to add our fringe. We might not do that part on camera. We might just let you guys do that one because we will definitely be here for closer to 2 hours if we do our fringe here together. And that sound is my stitch marker down here scooting around on the table. Okay. I do show how to do the fringe in the full video tutorial on my YouTube channel though. So if you need help doing your fringe, definitely check that out. It will be... I feel like the way that I do it is pretty efficient. So if you're struggling with your fringe or it's taking you a long time, maybe check out that video. I don't speak French. Does anybody else speak French and they can tell me what she's saying? All I know is comment allez-vous, and which I think means how are you? And like faire Jacques. Well, I don't even know what that means. Maybe it's a name. It's a song that we sang as children here. I think comment allez-vous means hi, how are you in French. My mom took French in high school. That's all she remembered. Almost done. Just single crocheting them together, making sure to get your tails out of the way. And you can see too that the back and front piece being different sizes is not affecting the look or the functionality of the bag. Translate says, great, you're French, hello, I follow you, I love your work. Sierra, can you respond with Google Translate? Thank you, I'm so happy you enjoy it, and I'm happy you're here. Sorry I don't speak French. Thank you, Sierra, coming in hot. I can add French subtitles to my YouTube videos, though. That I can do. Okay, last one. Here and here. Now we are going to get ready to make our brim, which is going to be a couple single crochet rows around the top here. I'm going to take a drink of water. My throat is very dry. And I'm really sorry if you hear me like gulping it down because I know that sound is miserable, and I apologize. I'm really super close to my phone. I'm going to pull up the pattern so we can read it directly and figure out exactly how I taught it originally so I don't wing it here on camera for you guys. Okay, now we are going to make the brim of the bag. Evenly single crochet 17 across the front of your bag. You will need to make your own spots for your go since this is the rough edge or raw edge. Okay, so we're going to do 17 across the front and then 14 across the back. That's weird. Maybe it's because the way we end adds some more. Okay, we're just going to go for it. So I'm just going to go for it instead of going off of that pattern because I'm sure the way I did it made sense and it would make sense if we kept doing it, but I don't want to waste the mental energy to try to make it make sense when I can just do it from here. So we are going to single crochet in the raw edge of our work. So if you look This is the not raw edge. You can easily see where your stitches need to go. This is the raw edge. So it's a little bit, also happy you're here, A Stitch in the South. See you later. Thanks for tuning in. Sorry it's taken so long. So we're going to be finding places for our hook to go here. So it said, I'm not sure. Maybe Sierra can tell you, CREVA. I'm not sure. I don't remember. Our first one is going to go right here. The front and back pieces needs to be the same, I would imagine. So I'm going to try to be mindful about that. So we're going to place a single crochet here, and we will be mindful about how many stitches that we did. So single crochet, that's 1, and I'm going to place a stitch marker there so I know that's a brim stitch and not a join stitch. And then right here in this hole, bar and hole, those are the words that I use for crocheting in the raw with single crochets. So that was a hole, and then we have a bar. So see how that's a bar looking thing? And then the next one is a hole right there where my thumb is. That's how I differentiate. Thank you, Sierra. How many is that? 3? Okay, and then we got a hole here. 4, and then we got a bar. 5, and then a hole. 6, and then a bar. 7, and then a hole. 8, and then a bar. And a fuzzy. 9, hole is 10. Bar is 11. Hole is 12. Bar is 13. Hole 14. Bar is, let me get in there, 15, and then hole for 16. So the pattern said 17, I just did 16, and we're just going to go with it because it truly doesn't matter. It truly doesn't matter. Now we are going to move our strap to the outside. If you do it on the inside, and I have made some like that before accidentally, it's not awful, both work, but I just like the way it lays on the outside versus the inside. So I hope that makes sense. So I'm going to move my strap out of the way, and then, so we did 16 across the front, so I'm going to make a little note. 86 doesn't matter anymore. So F equals 16, and we're going to keep it going. Moving our strap out of the way. I'm going to put my first single crochet probably in the same spot that my strap is in. So that little hole right there, that's where I'm going to put my first one. Okay. That's 1, and then we've got a bar for 2. And we're going to do that all the way across, whole bar, 4, 5. This is not great with my paper cut. I don't love it. Hair's getting weird. Oh, they're trying to get comfortable. 6, 7, 8. Okay. 9, 10. We replay. 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, and 16. Glorious. Okay, now get this out of our way, and we're going to join into the top of our first single crochet where the stitch marker was. Join here. Give that a tug so it's really out of the way, and you can make your stitch nice and tight. Okay, nice and tight. Join it there. Chain 1. So 16 plus 16 is 32. So for our last row, we will single crochet 1 time in each stitch all the way around for a total of 32. Sierra, you are coming in hot today. Thank you so much for taking the time to do that for our French friend. I appreciate you. Okay, so we're going to single crochet 1 time in each stitch all the way around for a total of 32 stitches for the last row of our brim, and then we will close out because I will do my tails and my fringe off camera for the sake of time. We are looking at 12:43. You guys, I did not I didn't even try to think about how long a project would take. I was just choosing projects when I came up to do CrochetMAS. CrochetMAS was come up with like 3 weeks before it started. So I gave myself a little bit of time, but I didn't even, that's when I came up with the idea and then executed so quickly. So next year will be a little bit more, intentional. I will try to do projects that are less than an hour very specifically. Maybe I can design some new crochet patterns this year that are less than an hour very specifically for CrochetMAS 2023. But this one, you could probably make it in an hour and a half if you weren't chit-chatting and, reading comments and stuff. You could probably make one in an hour and a half, maybe a little bit less. We are going to pretend that that is 32 stitches, because I think that it is. Join into the top of our first single crochet. Thanks, guys. Oh my gosh, Super Steph, I appreciate that. That makes me so happy. Okay, oh, I love you guys. We're going to tie off now, so we're going to cut our yarn and tie off like so, and then I will sew in all of my tails on the inside of my bag and hide them nicely and make sure they're nice and secure. And that is our finished little bitty boho bag. Isn't it cute? I will probably put one of my Crafty Concept wooden tags here on the edge. I might have some a Crafty Concept faux fur or faux suede tags that I could do, but I want to give you guys a little tip. If you wanted to use these tags from Angie and Britt, if you wanted to get your logo or have something say cute like Minnie or something without like a little picture of something you wanted to, you could. And I do want to just remember, we do have a coupon code for purchasing these tags from Angie and Britt. AngieandBritt.com. If you use the coupon code CrochetMAS22, you can get $5 off a $25 purchase. That goes through to the end of the month. But if you wanted to use this style of tag, the fold over tag with the rivet, you could just be very intentional about where you would want to put it and not put the bobble stitches there, right? You could leave like 1, 2, 3 bobble stitches off, and it would look a little bit uneven, but this would make up for it, right? And then it would be nice and smooth instead of like how it's coming up a little bit. If you wanted to, that's just an idea. Also, she might make skinnier ones than this. She probably does. So I have like this one says nom nom. That one might fit right just as it is with the bobble stitches and everything. So you could get something like this and do like an image that represents your brand. And then you could use the little rivets. I don't have any with me, but they're like 2 little pieces that go in and then you twist them together. And then how cute would that be if it like matched your bag, right? So cute. So definitely reach out to Angie and Britt. You can let them know what you're needing it for. You can let them know that this is the one you want to replicate. Say, Ashley, and you could take a screenshot of this right here. If you want to send it to them, they will be able to help you figure it out. I do have a quick little tip about the fringe before we go. If you make your fringe and you use a specific part of your skein, I think it's like the beginning of a skein from the center pull, there's a really good chance that your yarn is going to be kinky, like really kinky curly and not straight. You can very, very gently and very, very carefully, I'm going to turn around. Hopefully we didn't lose connection. You can very, very gently and very, very carefully you can block them. You can block them any way that you prefer. I use a clothes steamer. Probably not safe. Probably a fire hazard. Acrylic yarn is plastic and plastic is flammable. So go with caution. If you are a child under the age of 21 watching this video, let's just say 18, please seek your parents' help, okay? Don't tell them that Ashley told you to use a steamer on acrylic yarn. If you are an adult watching, please use your best judgment. Please be extra, extra smart and cautious and know that it could potentially be a fire hazard. So don't set your house on fire and say, Ashley said it was safe. It's not safe. It is dangerous, and you have to be very careful. But I use a steamer, and that's how I'm able to get these to be straight. Just fruit for the wise. Let's do one last giveaway, and then we will call it a day. Look how curly my hair is today. This is really curly. Okay, so last giveaway is going to be the PDF again. I'm going to come up and down. That's a better angle for Miss Girl. Here, we're going to give away the PDF to make your own Bitty Boho bag. This is a $5 value. Some of my PDFs are only $3, but this one is OG and it is $5. You can go ahead and start your guesses now. Guess the numbers 1 through 126. We have already chosen 71, 39, and 47. So do not guess any of those or you will not win because they're not going back in the bucket. First person to get the closest without going over is the winner. Sierra will find you. 1 guess per entry. If somebody is guessing multiple times, Sierra will not count all of their guesses, so do not be alarmed. This is going to be as fair as possible, I promise. Open internationally. If you win, you will need to email me, not Instagram DM, email me to Ashley@acraftyconcept, your name, your Instagram handle, what prize you won. Very specifically, don't just say I won the PDF because I will not know which live it was from. Say I won the Bitty Boho Bag PDF or the purse PDF, anything that tells me what PDF that you won and where I need to send it to. If you can give me that information, I will be able to get you your prize faster without a bunch of communication back and forth trying to figure out where to send it to and who to send it to and all things. So go ahead and get your numbers. When I type the word stop, any guesses that show up after I type the word stop will not be submittable because we have to have, I didn't sew in my tails for my large basket here, so I'm trying to get them out of the way. I need to sew those in. I made this basket over a year ago. I need to sew those in. So after I type stop, any number guessed after stop will not be able to be won. That will not be able to be the winner. I'm gonna go ahead and type stop in 3, 2, 1, stop. Okay, and now we're gonna draw. Ready? Okay. I think this one is not fully uppy. Okay. 84! The winning number is 84. Sierra will find you, she will tag you, and then I will give you a shout out, and you won the PDF to make this bag. I hope you guys enjoyed today's live. I enjoyed it. I am excited that I got one of my Christmas presents checked off because the list is long. The list is long and the days are short, and we are already on to the 7th. We are 1 week into December. If it wasn't for CrochetMAS, I wouldn't know what day of the week it is. So that's a little extra bonus for even doing CrochetMAS. So 7 days in, we are like, what? 2.5 weeks from Christmas, so I got to get these presents made. So I'm very glad that I was able to make this one while working. 2 birds, smarter not harder. That is my phrase for 2023. We have a winner. My Mystical Moon Knots. Whew, that's a cool name. Mystical Moon Knots. Welcome, welcome. My shirt was made by my friend Samantha. She owns a small boutique here in town. Well, it's not small. It's small as in small business, but it's like regular size boutique. It's a nice boutique. It's a trendy, popular boutique. Everybody here knows about her boutique, and it's called The White Stitch, and she is on Instagram, and she made this for me. I love that it's like Christmassy colors because I was running out of Christmas clothes. I already wore my CrochetMAS shirt twice. I'm trying to do, like next year, I'm like, okay, I need 10 Christmas outfits in a row to do my CrochetMAS lives with. Oh, yay, I'm so glad you were motivated. Don't forget to grab the freebie that came with this pattern. It is in your inbox if you're on the CrochetMAS email list. If you're not on the CrochetMAS email list, you can go to acraftyconcept.com/CrochetMAS sign up, all one word, and get on the list so you can get the next 4 days of freebies. But if you missed this one, or any of the freebies from the previous lives, you can go to the correct blog post and sign up to my email list there, and this freebie will be sent to you automatically. Even if you're already on my email list, if you do not have this freebie and you want it, you can go to the blog post and it will be sent to you automatically. This is my cup I was talking about from when I gave birth to Ava. I love it. Lost the straw, but I love the cup. Okay, today's freebie was a sheet of product tags, and if you're watching the replay over on YouTube, I will pop up a picture for you so you can see what they look like, but you can cut those out, hole punch them, and attach them to your Bitty Boho bags, and then your customers can see who they're for because it says toddler purse on them, so they don't think they can give it to a 10-year-old and it be something that she would like, because she wouldn't most likely, and then how much it costs. So there's a blank spot for you to put the price in the product tags. That is a freebie that we sent out this morning, but you can get it if you need to. I think that is everything. Tomorrow we are going to be making, yeah, you're welcome. Tomorrow we are going to be making the essential oil roller keychains. Now, if you are not into essential oils or your ideal customer is not into essential oils, guess what? You can put all kinds of different stuff all up in them keychains. They hold lighters, they hold toenail clippers, they hold chapstick or multiple chapsticks, maybe some sort of hand sanitizer if you've got like a funky long and skinny situation going on. Anything long and skinny that you carry around with you in your purse and you would need it to be easily accessible in a keychain, you can probably put it in the essential oil roller keychain. I will tell you, behind the scenes, I designed this pattern because I bought $300 worth of essential oils from my friend who sells doTERRA because I wanted to support her business and because I thought we could start using essential oils in our life. Like, I can get into that. That'd be fine. They smell good. They have some good properties, so sure. And I needed to make a crochet pattern very intentionally so that $300 purchase is tax deductible. Yeah, so that was an investment in my business so I can create this crochet pattern to share with you guys, and I needed all of the oils to help design the pattern. So science. That's why it is essential oil specific, and I will probably have some more essential oil specific patterns coming out as well, but for now that is the only essential oil specific pattern that I have, and we'll be doing that tomorrow at 11 o'clock a.m. Eastern Standard Time. That's all the information that I think we need to do. I'm going to take my my picture. Ha, so smart. Thank you. I try. I really try. Nurses really love chapstick holders. Good to know. Oh yeah, I put that in an email. It might be tomorrow's email because I put some people that I bet it is tomorrow's email. I put healthcare workers. So awesome, because I said they wear masks all day, so their lips probably get chapped. I love that we're on the same page. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and pose for my my picture for the feed, for the gram. Hashtag do it for the gram. You will be missed, JP. The replay will be available. I'm trying to, like, this tail is going to be dangling, but what can you do? Okay, ready? Cheese. You gotta stay still for a long time. Or don't catch it. I'm gonna go like this. Okay, and I think that's good. Thanks for being here. I will see you guys tomorrow. We only have 4 days left. 7, 8, 9, 10. 3 days left. Ugh, I'm going to miss it. I'm going to miss it so bad. I'm already playing around with ideas of how I can start doing regular lives on Instagram again. I love you. I hope you have a great day, a wonderful rest of your week, and I will see you tomorrow, 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being so awesome, and have a good day.